Hello, and welcome back to Henchman Story. On the last episode, we finished our Operation Day. Only a third of us made it back, which is apparently more than usual, surprisingly. So, we have teamed up, I believe, with this mysterious lady who saved us, really. And she has introduced a program, or an app, called Henchman, I believe. And so now we have to basically give it to her to a new co-worker, really. The only issue is that I can see is that I believe this makes it really easy for superheroes to sneak in, which is what I believe Kate is, personally. Other than that, though, Kate seems like a nice person, but I do not trust them. But anyway, we showed them where we, guard. So with that, though, let's continue.
I see. So you work as a guard here?
Yes.
On Tuesdays, we rotate around daily, so on other days I guard other places or do grunt work.
Days off are the most preferable, as usual. Kate walks up to one of the doors and examines one of the control panels for a moment. After a moment of waiting, she turns back to me, puzzled.
So, are you going to open one of these?
No. Why? Again, see? This is why I believe she is a superhero in disguise. Because why does she care?
Open what?
The doors. I mean, how else are you going to show me the rooms?
No.
The rooms? Oh no, I can't do that.
Is this because I made fun of the hallway?
Yes, that is clearly the reason.
No, seriously, I actually can't do that.
Oh, come on. I promise I won't tell on you. Just a little bitty peek.
Suspicious.
You don't understand. I literally can't go through any of these doors. I just guard them.
Oh. Wait, seriously? You guard doors that you can't enter?
I mean, we can't, like if we were interrogated, we can't answer the questions.
Yeah, that's standard henchman procedure. We don't get to know the big plans or anything. Cogs in the machine and all that. It's actually a security thing, too. You know, in case some guy in a cape dangles us over the edge of a building and gets us to talk. Or if they disguise themselves as a henchman and trick us into opening the door.
Two things. One, exactly. We can't get interrogated. Two, Stan, this is exactly what's happening. Why can't you see it?
No way! People actually try that?
And she's trying to deny it. Call her out and Stan.
People don't just try it, it worked. It was like one of the go-to moves in the 80s. That's why the rules got made. Do the other villains on the Henchman app not follow the secret lair patrol regulations?
Stan, buddy, this is the dumbest I've seen you be. Call her out in it.
Well, I actually didn't do much patrol, so...
Seriously? I mean, if you got some specialized skills, you can get a lot less. Never? You've got to be the luckiest henchman alive.
Yeah, I guess. So, is that your job here? You guard this hallway?
Or she's not a henchman at all. Stan.
Nah, just Tuesdays, thankfully. As much as I love my door, I don't think I could watch it 24/7. Come on, I'll introduce you.
We continued to down the hallway for a short while, making a left turn, then a right. I probably could make both those turns blindfolded at this point. Routine will do that to you. Eventually, we arrive at the door 1385. I gestured towards it with a more dramatic flair than a numbered slab of metal deserves.
Kate, meet door 1385. Inanimate object extraordinaire and my ward every Tuesday from 9 to 5.
Nice to meet it. And you have no idea what's in this room?
None at all.
Nope, and you won't either. This bad boy requires level 4 security clearance to get through, one of only a dozen in the whole base. It's very important. You should be impressed.
Why are you telling Kate this information, Stan? It's not the thing that you should be doing.
I'd be more impressed if I knew what was behind it.
But we don't know.
No idea, but it's a big deal. So probably Lord Bedlam's snow globe collection. Or a super weapon. It's a toss-up.
I see. So, what was that about college earlier? Did you graduate?
I mean, it seems out of nowhere. I mean, yes, it's friendly, but I'm assuming it's specifically friendly so that we can loosen up, I guess, lower our guard.
Yep, Richardson State. Go fighting whatever we were called.
I take it you weren't the captain of the football team.
Are you doubting my athleticism? I'll have you know that I have the agility of at least, 2 whole panthers.
That's like a whole panther more than the rest of us. At least.
No doubt here. You just seem more like a gymnastics captain.
Thank you. That definitely seems like a compliment to our body shape, I guess.
Actually, soccer was my sport in high school. I was a pretty serviceable midfielder, believe it or not. Didn't score a lot of goals, but I could facilitate well enough.
Speaking honestly, I have no idea about the positions in soccer and or football, so whatever that means.
Why didn't you play in college?
It's just so much running.
And this is less? You get chased down by superheroes, some who have super speed most likely.
Alright, smart guy. What were you doing in college then?
Sleeping.
Majoring in history. So basically, I joined a very expensive nonfiction book club.
I never actually thought of it that way. That is how history is.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with books. I actually really like reading, though I'm usually into fiction and literature myself. For a while, I was buying so many that I feel like I had to get a new bookcase every few months.
Wow, you have a place with your own furniture? I guess I figured this henchcan thing would mean you were drifting from lair to lair.
Oh, she's not a henchman, Stan. She's a superhero. Hit the security button.
Oh, no, I meant my old place. Back in college, I majored in mechanical engineering, but I read a lot. I even tried to write a little on my own.
Mechanical engineering, just like a certain superhero that we know, Stan. Call her out, please.
Really? You wrote stories? Did you finish any?
Oh, yes, but... Shit, I didn't mean to tell you that.
Uh-oh, someone's a little embarrassed about their Professor Anomaly fan fiction.
Who's Professor Anomaly again? If it's a character that we've seen, I don't believe it is, no. If it's one that we've heard of, I mean.
First of all, there's nothing wrong with fanfic. Can we talk about something else?
I mean, yeah. Usually, there's nothing wrong with it. It depends on how extreme people go, I think. Oh man, she's genuinely embarrassed by this. Look at those rosy cheeks. I should probably stop teasing her, but I've got such an arsenal to unleash on this fanfiction angle. I was gonna say angel. I think it's cool.
Hey, relax. I'm just teasing. I actually think it's cool. What kind of story were you working on?
Yeah, see? Lower her guard.
Just a sci-fi thing, nothing crazy. I called it The Lost Princess of Europa. I started it as a political thriller, then it turned into a space opera, then a romance, then basically just crashed into the sun. It was not meant to be.
Well, maybe it will be.
Oh god, why did I tell you that? Just forget I brought it up, okay?
What if we ask to read it, and then we can give our opinion? We can give them encouragement.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's gutsy that you'd try something out of your wheelhouse like that.
That's true, yes, it is. Everyone else should try.
I mean, I could never try the whole science thing. Or math. If I see too many numbers, they just start to blend together into one big confusion smoothie.
I feel like I should rephrase that. Not everyone should try. Everyone should be willing to, to give something they're not used to a try. Because, obviously, people do give things a try. They try every day.
Come on, you can't be that bad.
Totally can. I drew a mean graph, though. The wrong graph, but, it looked real nice.
Looks are a good thing, especially with graphs.
If it's any consolation, my stories really weren't much better. When I was writing them, I thought they were just so good, but when I go back to read them...
Prove it. Let us read it with a fresh pair of eyes. Something new.
Yeah, let's just say I'm definitely a science girl. I still love to read. I just won't be writing the next Professor Anomaly.
Yeah. Also, that is something I realised. Well, I say it's something I realised. Something that should be common knowledge, I believe. Otherwise, I guess something to learn, I guess. But yeah, people seem to be divided in that sort of thing. People who are good at, obviously, literature, obviously prefer it over to like things like mathematics, but obviously not everyone finds literature easy and generally finds mathematics easier. For me, it was a mathematics thing. I know it still wasn't any good at it, but still preferred it.
Well, you're in good company, because I can't write for shit either. Well, good being relative, I guess.
Also true.
No kidding. You can't write, you suck at math. What can you do?
We can take a beating.
Get punched in the face, mostly. I'm a bona fide stud in the field of meat shieldery.
See, Stan understands. I understand Stan. Well, I say I understand Stan. I don't know why Stan's not calling out Kate and the fact that she's most likely a superhero spy.
Can't dish it out at all, huh?
Shield is safer. Just ask Captain America. Still, Team Iron Man.
I can try. Yeah, pretty hard to put a dent in someone that can bench press a car, but I've slowed them down. Temporarily.
True. Plus, those seconds might count. Alright, I should probably just get on with the tour now. I should probably get on with the tour now, though. Kind of lost track of time. Let's go to the cafeteria.
Why don't we hit the cafeteria next?
Sure. I'm actually kind of hungry.
I take my time guiding Kate to the cafeteria, giving her a chance to figure out a little bit of the layout. The base is pretty labyrinthian. It always takes new recruits a few weeks to figure it out. It's getting close to lunch by the time we arrive, but it looks like we just beat the rush. The cafeteria is starting to fill up, but the line hasn't reached Depression-era soup kitchen proportions yet.
So this is our
That was a
cafeteria.
sentence.
Now, it's not the prettiest room we have, but you'd be surprised to hear that no one has died from food poisoning in at least, 5 months?
That's good. It's higher than we expect.
Thanks. I'm totally reassured now, or at least too hungry to care.
Also good, I guess.
Well, you know what they say, hunger is the best antibiotic.
Spice. Hunger is the best spice.
I don't know.
Maybe where you come from, but not around here. Mostly because our actual antibiotics are those weird off-brand things that might just be sugar pills. So leave the local lingo to me, all right, Rook? I'm your senior, after all.
Fine. You have your lingo, and I'll take your dessert.
How cruel.
Oof, okay, fine. Feel free to partake in our rich henchman culture. Just leave my dessert out of it. It's too pure and innocent for your twisted schemes.
I enjoy Stan's sarcasm. To be fair though, I enjoy Stan's sarcasm equally as much as I enjoy Kate's, smug and or sassy looking sprites. So yeah, props to the voice actor and artist on this one. I'm so preoccupied with our conversation and the fate of my dessert that I forget what awaits me in front of the line. At least until a certain sandpeppery voice abruptly assaults my eardrums.
Well, look who it is!
Hi, Chef Antonio.
Yep. Surprise.
That's right, mister. I'm not surprised by your surprise.
No, like I said, I was really surprised. Just...
You better have something good prepared, Stan.
No, don't worry. You'll definitely be surprised this time.
I don't. Okay. Antonio is right. I'm completely surprised. Somehow, there is no bologna on the menu today. Instead, the options are Sloppy Joe sandwiches and some kind of white fish. I'm usually afraid to ask what our Sloppy Joes are made of, but I know it can't be bologna. For today, that's more than enough.
Surprise! It's bologna casserole.
God damn it. Sure enough, the sloppy, bologna-filled horror is staring back at me from my plate. This guy was keeping this leftover bologna nonsense hidden from view, just in case I showed up. Part of me admires his dedication to this twisted revenge, The other part of me wants to throw this crap right into his smug face.
Yeah, surprised, right? I can tell.
I am feeling several emotions. One is definitely surprise.
Hold it in, Stan.
And what else, eh? Gratitude, maybe?
Sure, yes. Anything that will not make things worse.
That and just, joy. Boundless, unparalleled joy. Because after eating your bologna casserole, I just thought, gosh, I could eat this for the rest of my life.
Why did you say that?
Funny you should say that. Have a swell day. Hope it's full of surprises.
What have you done, Stan? One day, I will learn how to turn off the sass. Sadly, it seems that day will be preceded by far too many other days of eating bologna. Kate at least managed to avoid being associated with me, judging by the helping of fish that I spot as we take a seat.
What exactly is that?
Karma, I guess.
Exactly? No idea. Officially, it's called bologna casserole, or bologna hot dish, depending on what tray it's in.
Baloney. Seriously?
As serious as ever.
Oh, this is very serious, Kate. The chef and I appear to be in some sort of blood feud. Even if I survive, my taste buds won't.
The tragedy, the horror.
You have my sympathies. You can also have some of my food, if you want.
That's kind. I was gonna make it a hero accusation, but it's generally a nice thing. So thank you very much, Kate.
I appreciate it, but I don't want to bring this curse down on anyone else. Chef Antonio has a good memory when it comes to faces.
Ah, I see. Guess I'll have to remember to not get in line with you after this, huh?
Probably for the best.
Oh well.
So, I'm curious. How did you end up here?
We used our feet and we walked here.
I was listening to Chill Beats to Wallow in Student Loan Debt 2 on YouTube, and one of his recruitment ads popped up. So I applied. Simple as that.
Seriously, Wait, are you for real? You put an ad online? On freaking YouTube?
Yep, it was a lot less annoying than the ads I'd usually get, if you can believe it. At least it wasn't an influencer filming themselves in vertical video mode.
I think, okay. Shots fired, I believe. 2 influencers, I guess.
That is... wow. I always wondered how the C-list guys recruited so many bodies, but I'd never have thought they'd be so... direct.
You're a henchman, though. I say this, clearly, rhetorically. How would you not know this?
Ouch, C-list? Okay, big shot, how did you get recruited?
Definitely not like that. But seriously, I meant, why did you end up here?
Student loan debt, clearly. We just answered that, right?
I don't know, I just kinda did. Does it matter why?
I'm just trying to figure you out. You're just doing this to make a living, but there are lots of ways to do that. Why this, specifically?
Hey, I never said that.
Well, you implied it. I mean, you're clearly not the conductor of the Lord Bedlam hype train.
That would be Dave.
Fair enough, I guess. You're not gonna rat me out as a non-believer, are you?
Consider it your one favor for not teasing me about my fanfiction.
Great.
I just want to know, that's all. Why become a henchman?
Why not? I guess because of crime. Everyone has a calling. I don't like standing out or to do something unexpected. Not everyone has a place to be, I guess.
Honestly, it's like I said, I just did. I needed a job and this was a job. Not everyone has the luxury of trying to do what they love. The world's full of people who just clock in and clock out. I guess I'm one of them.
That's the unfortunate truth, but, maybe one day things will change for them.
It just seems a little odd to have that attitude about all this, is all.
Is it? I've got a uniform, I've got assignments, and I've got a boss. Seems like a normal job to me.
Stan makes a fair point, in my opinion.
You're reaching. And you're forgetting the whole crime thing.
Good counter-argument.
Hey, it's not like Lord Bedlam is out there murdering people. Rules are made to be broken, right?
You shouldn't say that to a hero, Stan. She's clearly a hero.
And you're okay with all of it?
Well, I mean, not all of it. I can live without the hostage stuff.
I guess that's true, yeah, because, see, this is why Stan's a decent human being.
Look, the point is there is no great big why to it. I didn't grow up dreaming to be a henchman, but that's fine with me.
If you say so. Just keep in mind that Lord Bedlam isn't your only boss anymore.
That is unfortunately true.
Oh, you're talking about Madam Scorpion? I guess you're right, but that's just temporary, isn't it?
I would believe so, but it might not be, so that's dangerous.
Sure, but still, I wouldn't advertise that whole clock in, clock out thing with her, alright?
Really? She's that intense?
You have no idea.
Right, either that could be someone who has fought against Madam Scorpion before, or you really are a henchman, and yeah. The way she said that, there was something in something to her voice that I hadn't heard out of her yet. Foreboding. I frowned. Scorpion must be the real deal.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Wait, how long have we been standing here? Geez, this girl really has a way of getting me chatting. I don't think I've talked about why I became a henchman with. Who have I talked about it with?
All that's left to show is the game room.
See, this is clearly a bad sign because she's getting us to talk.
Alright, I expect a thrilling conclusion.
Prepare to be disappointed.
I'd promise that you won't be disappointed, but I'm an honest man. Come on, it's this way.
See? The game room's location isn't exactly intuitive. It's not near any of the other break rooms or gathering places. Not even the living quarters. Instead, it's in a nondescriptive hallway tucked between some storage rooms. In fact, we're fairly certain that's what Lord Bedlam intended to use it for, because when we discovered it, there were some steel sleeves and empty crates inside. A bit of a cleanup and voila. We had ourselves a game room. It's not exactly one of those hipster gaming bars, though it does have a couple of mostly functioning arcade machines. But it works for us. Cool. Just the vague arcade machines that have no games on them, and except that one arcade machine that has arcade on it. And as a bonus, there's an emergency exit hidden behind one of the arcade machines. There's a few of those scattered around the lair, in case of a power outage, but it's nice to have a secret one up our sleeves.
So this is the game room, huh?
It is.
Yep, our pride and joy. There's a couple of game consoles hooked up to that TV over in that corner, a snack machine over there, and the crown jewel in the middle, the big damn table.
The BDT.
Well, it is definitely big. But what's with all the dice on it?
Oh, they're 10-sided. We use them for spells and swords every other Friday.
Oh yeah, I forgot that this universe's version of D&D.
You guys play SNS? I gotta say, I never would have guessed that.
Why not?
I know, I'm even nerdier than I look. But it gets even better. I don't just play, I run the whole campaign. Admit it, you're impressed.
Oh yeah, I'm dazzled. Starstruck even.
So much sarcasm.
So, is that why you brought me here last? You're planning to soften me up, then wow me with your tales of SNS so that I join your next campaign?
You found me out. The guys just really need a good tank and we can't find anyone. Everyone wants to be a rogue or a warlock or something, but no one wants to be the big, beefy muscle.
Admittedly, yeah, I'm more of a fan of the rogue.
And that's what you think of when you look at me. Big, beefy muscle? Not that you're wrong. I mean, not to brag, but I've got some real guns under all this purple.
I believe you. If you work out at all, then that puts you in at least the top 3% of all the henchmen here.
She also, yeah, I find it funny that there's an image of Shining Nova in the background next to the person I believe is Shining Nova. But yeah, no, if she is a hero, then it makes sense why she is why she works out if she is a hero.
Yep, you'd be perfect for a warrior or paladin. As long as it's a gnome.
Hey, I'm not that short!
What's wrong with being short? She lightly punched me in the shoulder, and I admit, I flinch. Even though I laugh it off, damn. I think she was only half joking about the guns, and I can tell she wasn't even punching that hard.
For your information, my height is technically within one standard deviation of the mean. So according to math, it's basically average. And math is never wrong.
Quote unquote, basically average. But you are correct. Math is never wrong. Still, nothing wrong with being short. Don't worry about it.
Sometimes it can be deceptive, though.
Can it? I guess with, like, the possibility of negative numbers, I guess.
User error. If you don't screw up the calculations, math always tells the truth. You just have to interpret it correctly.
Also true, I guess. Yeah.
Well, if you're so good at math, then you should definitely play SNS. You'd figure it out in no time.
Will you promise not to make any more stupid jokes about my extremely average height?
Why are you so sensitive about it? It's fine.
Promise. I swear on math itself.
None, I'll consider it, but no promises. No. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Don't worry. It's just a joke. It's like not meant to hurt your feelings.
So anyway, I was...
Nope. You've had all day to ask questions. It's my turn now.
Ooh, okay. Tables are turned.
What? Since when did this tour come with a rulebook?
The DBT has been turned. Yeah.
Since I made it up, basically.
Kia takes a moment to think it over. At first, I think she's messing with me, but I soon realize that she's serious. Jeez, it's not like I'm asking for nuclear launch codes here. I mean, but what if we did ask for those?
All right. One question, but I have the right to pass on anything that I don't want to answer. Got it?
No, that's not fair. Yeah, we answered all your questions.
Hey, that's fair. You have the right to be lame if you want to. I'll judge you for it, but you can totally do it.
Judge all you want, but you just get the one. Better make it count.
Alright, and what do you do for fun? Where are you from? What's Madame Scorpion like? Where are you from?
So, where's home for you?
What do you mean?
You know, where'd you grow up? You don't have to be embarrassed. My supervisor's from some farm in the middle of nowhere. You can't be worse off than him.
Dave's from a farm? Well, I guess based on stereotypes at least. It explains the optimism.
Hey, I'm not exactly from a big city myself. I mean, it's not tiny, but it's no metropolis either.
I wait for Kate to elaborate further, but she stays silent. Seriously, that's all she got. Sure, this is a little different than talking about your college degree or affinity for Professor Anomaly, but come on. Why is she suddenly paranoid about it?
So, did this vaguely sized city have a name? A location? Or did it never exist in the first place?
She's keeping it a secret because she doesn't trust us because she's a superhero. Stan, call her out.
It was in the Northwest.
Whoa, hold on. I need a second to process all that detail.
Sorry, it's just... I mean, you know the business we're in. I just feel safer keeping that life away from this life. It's nothing personal.
Oh man, you're really green as grass, huh? Look, you can keep your whole life a secret if you want. That's up to you. But the truth is that the big guys, they don't care.
I mean, true. Why would they?
Sure, the superheroes and supervillains need to keep a lid on their personal lives, but when's the last time you heard of someone discovering a henchman's secret identity?
Deadpool, right?
Well, I haven't, but it just seems practical. Aren't you worried about someone messing with your life? Or using your friends and family as leverage?
Nah, not really. Superheroes don't play dirty like that. Plus, I'm sure my family would agree that I deserve a few kicks in the head.
See, so, she's got this mentality. It's more proof she's a superhero.
That is, if anyone ever bothered to track them down. But why would they? To a superhero, I'm just one of 200 warm bodies in a purple suit. I'm not important enough for that. But hey, no big deal. I was just trying to get to know you a little. But I guess I'm just not cool enough.
Oh, come on, don't pout. It has nothing to do with your coolness.
So you think we're cool?
So you're saying I'm cool?
God damn it, Stan. But yes, Stan is cool.
Let's not get crazy. But look, I'll tell you a little. About home, I mean.
Okay.
Like I said, it's not a big city. Maybe 100,000 people? Not much really happens there. Pretty much everyone there is an outdoorsy hipster. You know, beard, flannel, and beanie types.
Okay.
Not that I mind. I like the people there. I just didn't always fit in with them. All that hiking and getting in touch with nature is just inefficient. Why not do something productive?
Why am I not surprised to hear that you're a workaholic?
I am not a workaholic. I'm taking time to talk to you, aren't I?
Isn't that because that's part of your job, to learn the layout?
And I appreciate it. See? Look at you, sharing and stuff.
Don't make me regret it.
What if we choose to anyway? By chance, I glance at the clock. We've still got some time before we have to meet back in the main hall, but we should probably swing by a few of the less important locations before then. At the very least, she needs to know where the lounge is. If we have another birthday and my rookie misses out on the mini cupcakes, I'd never forgive myself.
All right, because I am just so benevolent, I'm going to count that as an answer.
I'm in awe of your mercy.
They used to have very good banter back and forth.
I get that a lot. Now come along, my henchman squire. We've still got a few places to see.
Easy with the squire thing, Sir Stanley.
Yeah, I think I should reel it back.
Reel it way back.
All right, consider it real.
Okay then. What remains of the tour goes by quickly. We don't stop at any one place for too long. Don't know how I was going to say location. Synonymous, but not the correct word. But we don't really have to. Lord Bedlam's fortress is big, but seriously lacking in variety. A lot of the size actually is superficial too. There are tons of rooms with no real purpose. If you know where you're going, you can cover the important areas pretty quickly.
And so our whirlwind tour comes to an end. What do you think? Impressive?
I think with that, it's a perfect time to call it an end. Thank you for stopping by and hope I can see you in the next one. With that, goodbye.